everyone, welcome back. My name is Lynn Wilson and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my home. So we're sitting in the living room tonight. We're just going to have a little chit chat about convenience food. So if you want to pause this, go get yourself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, something to munch on, go right ahead. So the title of the video is convenient food convenient? Question mark. So if you saw at the beginning of the video, I showed you a few pictures. And if you saw in the thumbnail, obviously, I'm talking about fast food, convenient, that type of food as well. So here's the scoop. We were out and about the other day, and our plans were to, and I already had the menu in my mind planned out. Our plans were to do a few things, run a few errands, and we just had a number of things to take care of. But we should have been home by 5:30 the latest, and dinner would be quick and easy, and that was that. And I was going to make a nice dinner. Well, during our errands, a chain of events happened. We didn't get home till probably 6:30, if not later. Maybe it was more like 7:30. Well, while we were out, I was starving, and Graham has to eat by a certain time because of his seizures. And again, we just didn't plan on all that happened to happen. So I said to Graham, I don't really want to do it, but should we just stop and pick something up for the convenience? So we did. Now, let me tell you a little backstory on that. I have been diligently trying to use up meats in my freezer that have been there for a while, or I just want to clean out my freezers. I want to start this fall with virtually empty freezers. I know some of you are going, what are you talking about? We're a family of 3. We don't need a lot of meat, and we don't need a lot of things. I have plenty. We get plenty, and I'm just telling it as is. You might think differently, but I have a chest freezer, a small one, not a large one, and a top freezer of a refrigerator. What I want to do is clean out my top freezer and continually fill that up from the chest freezer to the point where the chest freezer can be defrosted, cleaned out, and I want a fresh start in that freezer. I want to make more room for breads and for lots of vegetables that I'm going to be doing picking this season, this coming summer, that I can freeze things. And I just have ideas about some more homemaking and redoing my homemaking and how I do it. So because of that, I've been trying to diligently go through the top freezer and every night or every other night plan a good meal, and using canned items that I have that I can use up. I'm using my pantry. I'm using my stockpile. I'm going in there. It's a full pantry. We have plenty. And I know some people are cringing again, but I have plenty. And if there's shortages, if the prices go up, there's always something to be found. And that's just the way it is. This is what we're doing. And for us, I mentioned on a couple of videos, we probably eat out on an average 3 nights a week. And that's because we do a lot of things. I get home and I have about an hour to an hour and a half, if I'm lucky, before we're headed out somewhere. And that's just our life. That's just how we live it. We're involved in a lot of things. My son has different events. We have extended family that we visit. We have friends that we're involved with, our church we're involved with, and just concerts and all kinds of stuff. We like to live life. We're not homebodies, and we like to go out and about and do things. That's our choice and the way we like to live life. Now, with that being said, that doesn't allow me a lot of time to make meals. So I've been really being extra diligent and cutting my grocery bill in half from what it has been. I'm still trying to do that up and through September, and using up a lot of what I have. Now, I am not at the point where if something were to happen, we are desperate, destitute, and there's nothing here. I will not allow that to happen. I am still having plenty here, getting a lot from my food swap. I need to use this stuff up. Things do expire. Things do go bad. I need to use these things up so I can replenish and, move things along. So we went on a whim, last minute decision, to a convenience drive-through. So is it convenient? Is it cost effective? Does it save time? Does it save sanity? Yes and no. You also saw pictures in the beginning of the video of some homemade, quick, convenient food. Is it cost effective? Does it save time? Is it convenient? Does it save time on sanity? Yes and no. Okay, real quick, let's wrap this up. So we went to the fast food place. We were the only ones online. We drove up, placed our order, drove to the next window, paid for it, drove to the next window to pick up our items. They handed us the beverages, and then they said, again, only one on the line, could you pull up and we'll bring it out to you? And I was like saying to my husband, why are we pulling up? There's nobody else on the line. Anyway, we waited and we waited and we waited. So by the time we got done, for the three of us, it was about $35, $37. Now you have your bundles and you have all of that, so sometimes it's a little cheaper. But to get a full meal, a full-on larger style meal, it was about $35. Now I know some of you are cringing over that as well. It is what it is. As I'm eating it, my husband and I were talking, and we pulled off to the side and we decided to eat. And we're talking, and I said to him, let's eat and then we'll hit the road. But in my mind, because he's telling me something that happened to him that day, I'm thinking to myself, I feel like I'm kind of shoving this burger down my throat. It lost its pizzazz. It had lost its wow factor. We used to enjoy hitting the fast food like that. And I think because I've been doing so much home cooking that it just wasn't satisfying, and it was just kind of like just shoving food down, and I don't know. It was. So was it convenient? Yes, sort of, because it was convenient that I didn't get out of my car and I could go to the drive-thru. Was it, time saving? Well, not really, because I still had to pull over, and we must have waited a good 7 minutes, which doesn't sound long, but when you're going through a drive-thru, and you're the only car, and there's no one behind you, and there was no one in front of us, why are we waiting 7 minutes? Did it save sanity? Well, it did, in the sense that I didn't have to rush home and try and eat and figure all this out, but it just was not satisfying. It was, I came home and I ended up later on having a bowl of cereal because I was still hungry and I wasn't satisfied. So the next day we put together a quick, convenient type style food at home. Now, are convenient foods at home always the best healthy choice? No. Most convenient foods are not. But is it better than going out to a store like a fast food place? Yes. So I picked up a hamburger helper. I could make homemade hamburger helper, but we had picked this up for convenience to throw in a pan. I had some chopped meat in the freezer, and I had some peppers and onions and zucchini that I just pureed. So I had a mixture like that. I threw that in with the chopped meat to add flavor and to add extra nutrients. Cooked that up, cooked the hamburger helper, with the milk and the water like it says. Added a half a can of peas. Got to get a little extra nutrients in there. Yes, canned peas. It's better than nothing. Threw all that together, and we had some cornbread tops, like muffin tops that you can put in the toaster. Put that on the side. We were ready to go. Fast, convenient, done in 12 minutes. Now, I mentioned I waited 7 minutes on the line to get my food. I still had to drive there, and if you want to count the time factor of driving there and driving home, and granted we were out and about, but even still, if you just wanted to just go get a quick burger at a convenience store, the time driving there, the time going through the drive-thru, and the time coming back, I had my meal done in 12 minutes and on the plate. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Convenience food, to me, price is very expensive, and yes, it's a treat once in a while. Is it a time saver? It depends. Some of these places seem to be taking longer than others. Is it cost effective? Not really. You have to really want to pay for the convenience to eat out. $35 for the three of us, and I if I rounded it up, because we use beef and beef is a little pricey, it maybe cost me $5 to make this meal at home. And if we add an extra side to it, maybe a salad or an extra vegetable, we could stretch that probably over 3 meals. But to eat it as is, we would have gotten at least 2 meals out of it for our family of 3. So that's $2.50 a meal. If we stretched it out even more, you're looking at $1.75 a meal. Divide that by 3 people. You're talking, what, 60 cents a person, 70 cents a person for convenience food. Now, if you made it from scratch, it would probably be even cheaper than that. But to have convenient food at home, 70 cents a person versus $7 to $8 to $9 a person. Big, huge savings. So even more than that, it was $35. You're talking $10 to $12 a person. So versus 60 cents a person. Got to weigh it out. Now, I do know going out and about, food is convenient when you're on the road and you're going out. And we love going to Chick-fil-A. That's probably, if there's one convenient place we love to go. Get that frosted lemonade, get those chicken nuggets, those waffle fries. Yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Really good stuff. And we will do that probably once a month and treat ourselves to something like that. But I am really, really trying to be more diligent on coming up with fast food, convenient food for those nights where I'm out and about. So I've made that meal that one day, it carried over to the next day for the guys for lunch. I was at work all day, had to go out after that. They have something hot and delicious at home that I made. I was happy. That's my story for today. Would love to get some feedback from you guys. What do you think about convenient food? Homemade convenient food. Do you have a go-to convenient food when you need something fast and in a hurry at home? What do you throw together? I'd love to hear some recipe ideas from you all on what do you make for convenient food that's fast, easy, and you can get it done quick and in a hurry when you don't have much time between here and here and you got to get food on the table. All right, thanks so much for coming over, and don't forget, I'll see you all on the next video.